Fat Guy Sports Time. We're back. Thursday, January 28th. We got a fucking crazy week.
Yeah, we had a crazy week. It is true.
Sports, and men. Gambling, and men, like you said. We got D, Minivan, and we got Slick again, but he's not here with us. We do have him on Zoom. He will be joining us shortly. Hope you enjoy the show. So, guys, I'm assuming everyone's following this fucking fiasco with the stocks.
Yeah, GameStop and then everything
GameStop.
else. Yeah, it's pretty big week. Like in history, like I think like
Pretty crazy month.
The month's been
Right,
pretty
yeah,
wild.
The month's
yeah.
been wild.
But particularly this week, because I feel like this week it came to a boil. Like everything kind of like.
What else happened?
No, I'm just talking. No, I'm talking referring to the stock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I don't know too much about stocks. I know about gambling.
I don't pretend to be.
For somebody who doesn't know a lot about stocks, you do tend to invest quite a bit of money in them.
That's the same thing as
I
gambling.
mean, we don't
Fair.
We don't need
Fair.
to let the public know, what we're doing.
I didn't say the number. Did I say exactly the number? And I give away your fucking banking information? No. This guy's acting like I gave his routing number out.
Stay tuned. Routing number is available, everybody. Don't worry about it. Account number is a problem.
Yeah,
That too.
routing number anybody can get.
No.
Okay, guys.
I don't know if you know
Let's
anything
go.
about routing.
To be fair,
numbers.
like he doesn't have a bank account, so
Yeah, right.
I'm off the grid, kid.
You're off the grid.
that piggy bank over the fridge is all you got.
I'm an old Bitcoin.
Nick, I see you just joined in. Are you with us?
Unmute yourself.
Hey,
There he is.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you guys doing?
How's it going?
Glad to see everybody.
like the
good,
skull
man.
cap.
Good. Just
You look good.
been running around from network to network today, talking about the stonks and everything that's happening.
What are you in?
guys-
Are you invested?
I am invested. Sure.
Okay, that's good.
I apologize for the dim lights. My
It's okay. Set the mood.
my
Your
Yeah, my
associates
kids
are
are,
drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should start by explaining to our viewers what happened.
Stell almost tried to
it's kinda-
explain it, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah. So just kind of dumb this down for everyone, right? Would you like me to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead, please.
Slick's
Capable
a
of doing it,
finance
right?
major.
Yeah. So D, I know you're like me, right? You read useless stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what's going on. So
Stell's choking. Stell's
Stop for a second, please.
The hedge funds decided to heavily short GameStop. Now, what does that mean? So I read this in really dumbed down terms to explain it to everyone, and this is my analogy, right? Stell has a basketball card that is currently worth $10. I borrow that basketball card from Stell. I sell it to Minivan for $10. I tell Stell, hey, I'll bring you the money tonight. I go back to Stell. I say, hey, Stell, this basketball card is now worth $7. Here's $7. I made $3. Thanks for playing. That's how you short.
You know what?
Correct.
I actually heard that somewhere, and you probably heard the same exact one. It does
I
dumb
didn't
it down
hear
like that.
anywhere. I just read it. I didn't hear it. But
Whatever.
I think
Yeah,
that's the
I'm
simplest
pretty
way
sure I
to
read that same
explain it.
thing with the same numbers.
I read it, heard it. I
So
don't
basically,
fucking
what the hedge funds are doing are betting that the stock will eventually go down.
Correct.
Correct.
And then
So what
basically-
happens when it goes up is they have to account for the difference.
Yeah.
So that same $10 basketball card, gentlemen, reached, for conversational purposes, $1,000. They have to come up with that $990 difference.
They're on
per
the hook.
card.
For each share, yeah.
Right.
They call
For
that
how
the
many
hook.
how many shares?
For as many shares.
Right. So that times that equals
A lot.
Billions.
The problem is it puts them on the hook for
Yeah.
a lot, and it's infinite basically too. Like there's no cap to what it could
Right.
end up being, which is insane.
Right.
And also, what exacerbated it specifically for GameStop was the Reddit bros on Wall Street Bets Reddit account and the Discord were talking about GameStop, among others. And then what happened was Elon Musk tweeted about it. And then the dude from Virgin Galactica, what's his name?
Something I can't remember. He's got a
something,
wacky
yeah.
name.
Let
right.
me ask.
He's a billionaire too.
That-
He tweeted about it, and then it like exploded. And then what happens is these hedge funds that are shorting these stocks, to hedge their bets basically, so
They
they don't
gotta
take
buy
it
back
back.
in.
They got to buy the stock, which added to
The fire.
the crazy run, like the crazy jump in the stock price.
Yeah, so the numbers are all over the place, right? I read 43 billion, 70 billion, 30 billion. It's got to be in front of it. They got absolutely murdered.
Yeah, I got
this
hammered.
week.
And nobody should feel
Murder.
bad for them. Not
And
a
then
single
where
fucking
like
person.
this makes it even crazier is what's been going on with Robinhood, Cash App probably, and TD Ameritrade, all of like the retail.
I know Webull had some problems too, I think.
TD Ameritrade didn't really like.
They didn't set up restrictions.
The
Not
only
like Robinhood, I
the
guess.
only restriction TD Ameritrade did is basically you can't use
That's a big
money you don't
restriction,
have.
STEL, what they did.
Oh, so you can't buy a margin.
Yeah,
buy
I'm sorry,
margin,
margin.
okay.
Yeah, there you go. You
That's a
can't
big
buy
restriction, dude.
for
Yeah,
not for people like us for bigger people.
No, don't say that. You're wrong. That's
yeah.
a huge restriction. You got to wait till your money clears. That's a big problem.
Yeah,
You're
that's not.
out of
You're
the
not going to be
game.
able to
You're
move
not
quick.
You're not in the stadium, bro. You're outside. You're across the
Right.
street.
Yeah, I
You
guess
can't
you're
play the
right.
game.
But I'm not playing the game with fucking ton of money.
Don't want to keep
Nah,
talking.
but you don't know that. You shoot a text, hey, jump on this, jump on that. You got no money in your account. You get beat. You're watching from the sidelines.
Right.
That's a huge thing.
Yeah. They basically said you could only buy with your cash in your account.
Right. So do we feel bad for the hedge fund guys? The short
No.
answer is
Fuck
absolutely
no.
not.
Fuck
Absolutely not.
Alright.
No.
Fuck them.
Those guys make a living.
I just
crushing-
read
crushing
something.
little people.
I just read something. Google just deleted over 100,000 negative reviews of Robinhood's app.
Yeah, because they got smoked. They're being getting smoked.
I'm sorry.
Rightfully
Those
so.
are reviews. They're real reviews,
right,
though.
they're
Yeah,
reviews.
like,
What do
it's
you-
not like somebody's making them up to like sink some restaurant they've never been to.
Right,
Like
yeah.
if people were literally using them. Like if I had the time to review Robinhood today, I would have given him a fucking net review too.
And Robinhood's definitely the most egregious, right? Like TD's doing that. That's sketchy as fuck too. But Robinhood, what they're doing is like completely locking you out of being able to
Right.
trade GameStop or AMC or
Like,
Nokia.
you know
If
what's
you want to
crazy?
buy into the fucking dip that you think is a dip, you
Yeah.
can't even buy into it.
Well, no, like if your whole marketing plan is to be able to let
Yeah.
regular people trade,
Yeah.
Right, let them trade.
and then you make them stop because big boy hedge funds, some of which buy your access trading, are getting pounded and want you to stop that. Like that's as insider trading as it fucking
right,
gets.
Right.
Not only that.
Straight criminal.
So today, if you went on Robinhood and you try to look up like
You
the
couldn't
different-
find it.
GameStop was gone completely. You couldn't even follow it. Like AMC was there, you just couldn't touch it. You know, BlackBerry, Nokia, they were there.
What
you
was
can't
the other
touch
one
it.
you guys like? Sandals Resorts? What was that?
Sundial.
Nah, it's a weed
Sundial
company.
growers.
But,
Yeah.
but they
Oh.
listen. That's fine. I mean,
Wait, they're bringing Sundials
moved up
back?
and down.
It's a
It
weed
didn't really
company.
get murdered.
Yeah.
The thing with Robinhood is it's advertised as the dummy spot. for
Right, yeah,
trades,
exactly.
right,
yeah.
which is
It's for the general
for-
public.
right.
It's
People like us.
Rookie level stuff.
Yeah, it's made to be
I don't
as
use
easy as
Robinhood.
possible
You
for
don't use
people.
Robinhood.
no, but I'm
Right.
saying it's for people like us. It's for
Retail
us who
investors.
Right? Yeah, retail investors. Not
What
for
do
the
I'm
everyday
a
fucking day trader.
I'm one of the most prestige traders in the Southern District of New York. Do you understand that? Okay, I didn't want to say this on the pod, but I've quadrupled my net worth to a total of $600.
Wow. Yeah, that's
in the
impressive.
last 6 years. Okay, I mean that's impressive.
That would be
Thank you
impressive in like 1906.
very much. Yeah.
The scary thing about trading is the fucking after hours that
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how to
crazy,
fucking
yeah.
trade.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
You're like at the window looking in, and you don't know what the fuck's going
You're
on.
just either having a heart attack or you're planning a party.
Right. Yeah. And
Having said that, we see the flowers growing right now during the after.
They grew and they kind of died a little bit. So
So yeah, like Robinhood's already getting clipped with class action lawsuits and stuff. They
Yeah,
were
that's
planning on they're gonna get more though. They were planning on going public this year. So this year was gonna be a big year for them until they felt the need to cozy up with big hedge funds and screw over the common man. And our Lord and Savior Dave Portnoy, good on him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Oh,
doing
yeah,
what he
yeah.
can do to like shine some light on this shit.
So, D, what happens in the class action lawsuit? Who cares? They pay out 25 cents on the dollar to everyone that jumps in
within
if
like
it
fucking
happens.
15 years.
I don't know, man.
Peanuts.
Listen, I don't know what it could end up being. I don't know if it hurts their IPO. Like they need to IPO probably because they're probably not making money. They're probably not profitable.
You
If I
think
had-
they just bailed out like 3 out of the 10 largest hedge funds and they're not going to IPO?
No, Robinhood
sweat,
didn't bail
bro.
them out. Another hedge fund bailed out.
No, I know who bailed them out.
Yeah.
The guy that owns the Mets bailed out. The 2 main guys that were getting murdered.
Yeah.
That and so this is all speculative. So let's
What
be
do you
clear
mean
on
by
this,
bail?
right?
What do you guys mean by bailed out?
The one, what's it?
These
It's with
guys
an
don't have
M.
liquidity to pay this.
They don't
bro.
have the
These
cash
guys
to
are-
front.
No,
basically.
so this
You
is
don't
what
have to-
happened. The one thing the one hedge fund that I read about that got smoked was something with an M something capital,
Martine,
something like that. They
yeah.
got clipped for like a few billion, and Citadel bailed them out. So basically floated them the money, and Citadel happens to be one of the companies that bankrolls Robinhood. When Robinhood, like a bookie, if a bookie takes too much action, he's got to lay some off. That's what Robinhood does if they have too much action on a specific stock. They have to lay it off. And usually what they do is they sell this information and these stocks to like these hedge funds that are high frequency trading hedge funds that get to it quicker. You know what I mean? The high frequency stuff.
Yep.
And Citadel is one of them. So
Isn't
like the
that-
conflict of interest is so apparent.
Isn't that inside trading?
Yeah, it's
I
it's
mean,
completely
pretty
sketchy
much
as
knowing
fuck.
what everybody's owning
Yeah.
and what the money.
But that's what
I
high
mean,
frequency trading, bro. They literally put their computers and their fiber optic cables closer to the stock exchange, so they have like milliseconds to make a quicker
That's
trade.
crazy. That's just.
That's what it's called. It's so crazy how that's
I
not
think
even
I'm-
regulated.
I'm fucking out tomorrow on everything. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, you're not. Number one, the question, right? So now we're hedge fund guys. Let's play, the other side of the fence here, right? This is how I'm thinking about it. Trying to justify how the hedge fund guys are thinking and how they're pissed. We're at a blackjack table. We're at it's late. We're in a high rollers table. We're playing heavy money, and the drunk guy sits down and he's hitting on 16 like a dunce with a 5 shown. That's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah, but
We're
he's
the
not
hedge
even
fund
using his
guys.
own money.
Huh?
And that guy who's hitting on 16 is not even using his own money. Because that's what hedge
The
funders
guy,
do.
the guy in that situation are the masses. We
Oh,
are the
okay.
hedge fund guys that are sitting at the table. So they're looking at it in their light. How pissed are we
Right.
when that happens?
Yeah.
Because it has happened, right? And we're like, go back to your little fucking $15 table, you mook. Correct? That's how they're thinking. So
Probably.
that's playing on their end. But still, screw them. Let them
Fuck
die.
them, fuck them in their faces. How's that?
Hey, we kind of made a.
You cursed a ton of times. He spelt out the word F.
I spelled it out.
Okay, I mean, we don't have we're not allowed to
Can
curse.
Can I
Sorry.
finish the fucking
Go
sentence?
ahead, yeah. Go
We
ahead, make
said,
it more.
didn't we say we're gonna put a jar and put money? I mean, forget it. I'm not even gonna go in there because.
What jar, bro? We're not putting in
swear
a jar.
jar.
Get
That-
out of here.
Was that your idea or was that
No,
Slick's
Slick's
idea?
idea.
Yeah, we're gonna put together a swear jar. Yeah. Okay. All right.
You
anyway.
can't have dead air, guys. I mean, you
no,
can't,
yeah, I
can't
was gonna say,
carry
like,
this.
we're not
Relax,
doing-
guys.
We're not doing a swear jar.
It's
Moving
not
on.
dead air. That was like a second.
Yeah, bro. Relax, bro. Can you take that fucking?
Yo, you literally look like you're in prison, bro.
Yeah.
Except besides the really nice
Listen.
kitchen, your outfit.
Yeah, Slick, take a step back
I-
and do some
I-
shadow boxing right now.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted. Like I told my wife, I'm exhausted all day today. I feel like I've been playing blackjack.
Let me ask you, how productive were
Yeah.
you today at work?
Absolutely terrible. Useless. I did get some work done. I minimized the Ameritrade account for like 4 hours, and I was hoping to open it up and be like, ba bing, ba ba boom, ba bing.
Yeah,
I resigned.
That didn't work out. Yeah, same here. Listen, tomorrow, at
You
least tomorrow,
resigned?
Friday.
No. Saying you were hoping to bring up the window and be like, okay, I can resign now.
Can I just say
Yeah,
one more
yeah.
thing about this? Like, the crazy thing to me is like you got some of these like people on Twitter and on like the CNBC shows that are kind of trying to side with the hedge funds, like how it's the market and that's how they've been doing the market for so long. If you're out there defending hedge funds
Yeah.
about what's going
Oh my
on,
God.
you're a hack. You're a piece of garbage. Like you shouldn't even be breathing air.
Yeah, like these poor guys, they're with their 3 boats. They might have to sell 1 boat. Fuck you, yo.
The one guy, you saw that one guy on CNBC before who was like freaking out. That guy's literally
Bullshit,
a billionaire.
yeah.
He's literally a billionaire.
All right, bro. You
Like
lost
I'm gonna
$1
feel
million.
bad for you, guy.
Yeah,
Get
like you
lost.
might go from a billionaire to like you might have just have $300 million.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Fuck
God.
you.
What am I gonna do now?
You might not
They're
own the
not
jet. You got to
supposed to
charter it.
lose.
Yeah, well,
Right,
it's
they're not
fucking
supposed
bad.
to
That's not
lose.
how it's
Yeah,
supposed to
fuck
work.
you, bro.
Yeah.
But it's not gambling to them. These are calculated risks they don't lose.
That's how they
And
market
now-
themselves to like big pension funds and like big institutional investors, where they, a pension fund
It's
will
kind
have
of the truth, D.
150
It's kind of the
million.
truth.
Yeah, no, but their whole thing is like, oh, we're a hedge fund, right? So what we do is we make sure that we make money every year because they're not trading their own money, they're getting money from pension funds, right? Like the NYC public school teachers have a pension fund that's probably a ton of money. You got to figure that's like probably $200 billion, some ungodly amount of money that they want to build. They want to get 7, 10, 12% off a year so they can keep growing it. So it's not even their money that they risk. That's the crazy thing. So then they have to answer to investors, and when they lose everyone's money, you're not a good head. You're not a good you know what I'm saying? You're not a good financial
bad at your
advisor.
job.
Yeah, that's it.
Let me ask you, have you ever, Slick, have you ever done options? Like, have you fucked with that at all?
I went to do it today.
No idea what you were doing.
Today,
No,
What
too.
a- what a
Most
day to
awesome.
Yeah,
start.
because I know I have no
Wait.
idea.
No, I had an idea of what I was doing. I had a pretty quick understanding of it. Having said that,
Sounds dangerous.
listen, I give you my excuse. It's not an excuse. It's a real answer. I got wife and kids. If I didn't, I'd be out of my mind.
Yeah,
This-
you would have had
I
like
love
a lot of
this
money, right?
Stuff. Right. So I'm way more responsible than I normally would. I love this. You
I
know
just
that.
I
So
honestly,
you
I don't
love it too. I love
right.
this.
I don't understand it to do it. So, and I don't want to know how to do it. I don't want anybody to teach me. I don't want to fucking learn about it.
It's like
I'm good at where I'm at.
Did
it's
you
like
know-
if we can go back in time and teach you how to not to parlay, would have been great.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing. I don't want to know how to do it.
Was there a point today where you YouTubed or you Googled how do you do options? Like how do
No,
you,
swear to God,
no.
I've never Googled it.
What's a short
I've never. I don't want to know. I'm
viewership for the Wolf of Wall Street went up 450% last night?
Did it?
I don't know. Probably.
Probably.
I was literally going to watch The Big Short tonight once I got off this
Yeah, I was
call
gonna say,
because
that
I
one was
like
The Big
that
Short.
movie.
I don't think I've watched.
I can watch the scene of Margot
Big
Robbie
Short's good.
explaining things
Oh, she's so
in the
gorgeous.
bathtub for hours.
I never watched The Big Short.
It's really
Just
good.
Unless I've seen some of it. I didn't finish watching it.
you know
That's
what
what it was.
I actually really like about that movie is that, like, all right, so obviously this is going on there that most of us don't understand, which is things that we're talking about now, basically. But they literally had people explaining parts of it in the movie, and one part is Margot Robbie like in a bathtub trying to explain like what's happening, and I'm sitting there thinking like, yeah, I'm not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a terrible idea.
Pretty
But if you
good
just
job,
had somebody
though.
just yeah, it was a good
She
job.
did a good job explaining it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the perfect way to do exposition in a movie, right? Because that guy Adam McKay is like a comedic director too.
yeah.
He's doing Succession too. Succession's a banger fucking show. Banger show. One of the best shows out there.
Never.
Succession, dude, so good, so good.
I started watching Your Honor.
Someone told me. Alex told me about that. Yeah.
I started watching Your Honor.
What's his name from?
Bryan Cranston, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We got Super Bowl next weekend.
Super Bowl next weekend. Slick has box recommendations, but I don't know if that's this week or next week.
I think that's next week's
It's next
show.
week, right, Slick?
He's gone. We lost
He's
Slick.
gone. He pressed the wrong button
Press
on
the
his
wrong
headset.
button. So I'm gonna guess that now it has to be next week because Slick is no longer with us.
He may come back.
He might come back.
He might come back.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, Super Bowl next week. Oh, I mean, we could talk about this
Championship
weekend's game.
weekend,
Yeah, championship
I mean-
weekend. You know what? There was
Didn't treat me well.
Did not treat you well.
Oh, there he is again.
He's back.
Who picked the Bucks? I wonder.
I'm assuming you did.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't want them to
Hey,
win, but
hey, thanks for joining.
That's fine.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It's all
You're
right.
not supposed to pick
We're
the teams
talking
you
about
want. You're supposed to pick
championship
the teams
weekend.
you think.
you know who I wanted. I wanted the Buffalo
No.
Bills.
Hold on, because I'm going to jump off because I got to get on with the guys from CNBC. Obviously, everybody needs me.
Are you serious? I mean, you don't even want to touch a little bit on I mean, you know what? You know what? No, let's not because that's going to put you in a dark place. Goodbye.
No, I'm not in a dark place. I'm a big boy. You just got to tell the people listening what to do tomorrow because they're counting on us. Keep buying and
Hold,
as
hold,
I'm
hold.
saying,
To the
BTD.
fucking moon.
hold
Sto
on.
Fagatti.
Okay,
BTD. Buy the dip.
we're winning. Like Portnoy said, the Rabbits have the gun. They need the money more than we do at this point. Let's kill them.
Yep.
Yeah, I just said that out loud. They need the money more than we do. Let's kill them.
I agree, man. I'm
Chiefs by a gazillion. Mahomes MVP. Over 1.5 passers.
Jesus.
Tails. Good night.
Okay.
Nice.
Over
Slick.
1.5
Okay.
passers.
All right.
What's
Over
that mean?
1.5 passers.
Passers.
Over 2.5 passers. I'm
Two and a
sorry,
half
2.5
passers. Yeah,
I was gonna say, I would
that's
hope
an
there's
every
gonna be
year.
at least 2
That's
passers.
an every year. That's an every year bet.
Every year, slick bet.
Yep.
It's every year 10 for 10. Thank you.
Is it though?
Is it?
Like, I don't know if it's 10 for 10. It's
I'm
definitely.
yeah, he's up there. I know.
Check that number.
I will.
That's probably 90% in the last 10 years.
You know what's funny about it, right? If you really think about it, you know what's an easy way to get that? If somebody runs a wildcat,
Yeah.
and you run somebody
yeah.
running the sweep
Passing
in front
the
of it, and
ball.
you throw it forward, it's a pass. So that's how you get your
Yeah.
third passer.
Yeah, third guy passing the ball outside the other two quarterbacks. That's how you win. Yep.
You thought that one out, huh? Not this.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say something else, but
What do you think I was gonna say?
nothing. I don't want to say it on the air.
Just say it, bro.
Say it.
No, I can't.
He's got
I
kids.
can't. I'm putting ice water and I'm putting my kids to bed.
What a good dad, huh?
Nikki, thanks for coming on. Next
yeah,
week,
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Next
week
week-
I'll do my box special.
we got our box special.
AMC to the moon, GameStop to the moon, Sunday and Weed Ding to the moon.
Sundial.
Sandals Resorts.
Sundial.
Yeah, we'll get the name of that before the end of the show, huh?
Bye, Slick.
Bye.
Put us in the fridge.
But
Take care, buddy.
All right, Slick. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Championship Sunday.
End it.
I got, bro. Can I fucking click the button?
I don't know if you were
And
scared to
here
end
we
it.
go.
No, I wasn't scared to end it. Just let me fucking do it, man. This fucking guy, bro.
Championship Sunday.
Championship Sunday.
Championship Sunday. D had the Bucks.
Yes.
I did not. Did you?
No.
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 I lost on
Green
my
Bay.
other one.
No.
I did.
I
You
lied.
know what's crazy?
Bay.
Green Bay. The game was there
Bay.
for Green Bay the whole time.
I
They
took the
kept
green
fucking
hammer.
up, man.
I took the green
mean,
hammer.
Did you?
I took the green hammer.
You're like the Green Lantern with a hammer.
Did you? I mean,
Not
Tom
bad.
Brady looked like pure shit.
Brady didn't even look good. That's the crazy thing. Like
Yeah.
he made enough throws to win the game, so you can't really shut
Listen.
him like that. But Green Bay blew that game.
But
They
yeah,
came
no,
out
Green
flat.
Bay's in it because Brady looks like
Right.
trash.
He threw 3 straight picks.
And he was just
crazy.
overthrowing like
Yeah,
really bad.
he wasn't sharp. He was. That's why like this whole fuss that he's getting. Like, listen, it's amazing that he's been to 10 Super Bowls.
Sure.
I don't care how bad he was. Like the fact that he got to 10 Super Bowls is amazing.
It's crazy.
course.
It's
insane.
madness.
In all reality,
You are peaking like a motherfucker.
in
son.
all reality, sorry.
It's okay.
In all reality, Aaron Rodgers choked.
Yeah,
choked.
I mean, look,
choked.
he had opportunities
He
to win.
choked.
He had opportunities
choked.
to win the game, and he did.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to say I didn't make the decision. You're a big fucking boy.
Oh, I want to talk about the decision.
You're a big boy.
What decision?
You're
What do
one
you
of the best fucking quarterbacks in the league. To not go for it on fourth
Oh,
down.
that's
You're a
terrible.
big boy. You tell your fucking 20-year-old coach, listen, guy, I'm one of the best out there. We're going for it. We are going for it.
I talked myself into why the decision wasn't that bad, even though I might not
Same
have made
here.
myself.
Same here. I was like, oh, I'm not bad
No,
about
no,
this.
no.
Second
I got a question for you. You talked yourself into the decision that it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
What conclusion did you come to?
The fact that they had to go for 2, and if they didn't get the 2, they still needed a field goal.
Okay,
And getting a stop was possible.
right.
Okay, it was
Brady
possible.
had thrown 3 straight picks.
Right, and all they needed is
My argument was pretty basic. It's like, okay, you're not on the 3 or the 4. You're on the 8, and you've really been scuffling a little bit trying to move the ball. The other thing was, no matter what happened on that play, you had to stop Brady again.
right.
No matter what
And it
happened.
was kind of
It wasn't even a matter of like, oh, if you score and tie the game, like time's up, or you could kill the clock. No,
Right, you still
like
need to- right.
it was 4th and goal. You were on the wrong side of the 2-minute warning. You had 3 timeouts. You needed to stop Brady no matter what happened
Right,
in that play.
right.
Whether you scored a touchdown, and got the 2, whether you kicked the field goal, whether you scored a touchdown, and didn't get the extra point. There was every scenario had you needing to get.
there
up
was
stop
another
on Brady.
there was another mistake by Tampa
Which one?
on the kickoff after the field goal on the
Mm-hmm.
kickoff. Instead of running it a little bit to get under the 2-minute warning,
Oh, yeah.
he slid down and there was 2 minutes and 2 seconds left.
Right, yeah.
You got it. These things.
No,
you
no,
gotta know.
you know what it is? That's a mistake that nobody really thinks about because they won. It doesn't matter. But if they had lost, like I remember one time, one of my favorite plays.
And that other, I'm sorry,
okay.
that other taking the penalty to make it first down.
So you know what's funny? I agree. So
that was smart.
before they did it, I'm like, yo, jump off sides. That's it.
It's smart.
The only thing is, I'm not totally sure if you could decline it.
Oh yeah, because that was the question too, right?
I'm not totally
Yeah.
sure if you. I really don't know. You would think I would know.
It's automatically
I'm
assessed,
not totally
probably.
sure that you could decline it.
Interesting. I didn't think of
That's
that.
the thing. I'm not sure you
I
have the
didn't really
option
think of
to. So, like delay a game, you could decline. I know, because some people try to whatever the game.
Right.
But I'm not sure that you could decline that penalty. So once you jump off sides, that's it.
Right.
And it's kind of like a weird advantage to the defense because it's not like you're going to take a false start to jump back because all you're doing is going 1st and 15 at that point.
Right.
But I remember one play I remember the Giants a couple years back. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, who played for the Giants, cornerback, he intercepted a ball in the end zone with like 2:03 to go, and instead of just catching the ball and running out of bounds, he stood in the field of play, burned the clock out to 2 minutes, and then went out of bounds because that killed the whole 2-and-1.
Right.
But like. It's such an
It's
obvious
tough.
play.
It's tough.
It is tough in the field. Yeah.
Like,
Right, but like to
listen,
me,
you're in a tight game. You're not thinking of that.
I
right?
agree, but
you're in a tight game,
that's
you're not
the
thinking
kind of stuff that to me that's Monday through Saturday stuff. That's like details that you want your team to be aware of. You know, like your defensive captain, you want to say, hey, if for whatever reason you force a turnover,
Right.
there's 2 seconds left in the
Right.
clock.
Right.
Try to bleed the clock. Like, those are little details that most people won't really pay attention to, but they do matter in the sense of the game because. Especially if you're burning
That's
up
an
2 minute
extra
warning. Yeah, it's an extra timeout. It's a huge play.
That's huge.
Yeah, that was
Because
huge.
the other thing is, offensively, the advantage there, and I mean, it is worth mentioning. If you're running a play at 2:02, you're not required to run the ball. So that's why.
Yeah, you could throw it.
Yeah, you could throw it, but that's the advantage that Tampa had by having it on that side of the 2 minute warning. You could throw it, and that's what they did. They threw it. They got an 8-yard
right.
play.
The other thing I was. I mean, it was a penalty, but
I hated the call, not because it was a wrong
took
call.
forever to throw that
Okay.
flag.
1, it took forever to throw a flag. 2, I hated the call, not because it was a wrong call.
They let him go.
By-
they let it
by
go
the-
so many
Yo,
times.
that whole game, they were
Come
calling
on,
it
bro.
super loose.
Like, come on, man.
And the only thing I ever ask out of referees, I don't ask for them
Be
to get
fair.
every right. Be consistent.
Right.
If
That's
you're
what I
if you're
meant.
if
Be
you're an ump
consistent.
and you're calling a tight strike zone,
That's fair.
I'm not. But I mean, essentially, it is being fair
well,
though. It's like you're not
whatever.
wrong. Like if
Consistent.
you're an ump and you're calling a tight strike zone, call a tight strike zone
Right.
for both pitchers, 9 innings. If you're calling a big strike zone, call a big strike zone. If you're letting them play, because listen, on the drive before when they got stalled in the red zone, there was a holding on
Right.
Adams,
Yeah.
and they let it go. And that was a holding.
Yep.
That was a holding, just like the one on third down was a penalty. But like you can't go out there and
You gotta
call
be
one and not the
consistent.
other.
You got to be consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, whatever.
Gotta
Listen,
let the
Green Bay
kids
didn't
play.
deserve to, they didn't deserve to win. I'm not going to argue for them.
No, they didn't.
No, they
They
didn't.
didn't.
But there's stuff
But-
about that game that I didn't like.
What do you think Rodgers is gonna do?
He's gonna stay. I mean,
He seems real butthurt. At least when he said that, he sounds like.
I mean, listen, he just
they
lost a
drafted
pretty
a
big
guy,
game.
right? They drafted a young kid.
Yeah, but I heard he stinks. I heard he's bad.
your boy, what's his name?
But where's Rodgers gonna go?
He's so Gorshak. He's so.
Gorshak.
I got to talk to him about getting on the show. Too.
It's gonna be exciting though. NFL's gonna be exciting with the round robin of the QBs.
Yeah,
Watson's gonna be a
there's lot of
Jet.
stuff going on.
Not a big deal.
Last week, I'm pretty sure I said on the show, I can't imagine why Watson would be interested in the Jets. And then it came out this weekend that he actually is interested in the Jets,
He
which
is.
is amazing to me.
Because he's a big time quarterback and he wants to be with a big time franchise.
That's the second part I don't understand. He's a stud quarterback, great player.
Honestly, like people hate on Stafford. I wouldn't sleep on Stafford.
I like Stafford a lot. I like
Me
Stafford,
too.
Yeah,
I
I
was
think Stafford
watching,
goes to the right location.
I was watching the other day when the Jets beat the Pats in the
the divisional.
yeah, in the divisional.
2009, I think 2010.
Yeah, 10.
2010, yeah.
That was kind of awesome, man.
With the Sanchez?
Yeah, that was kind of awesome. That was kind of awesome.
I didn't.
I mean, listen.
I wasn't happy for them.
Whatever.
I was.
Just
You're a Jets
they're
fan, you
just
should be happy.
fucking miserable fucking.
I
Jet fans,
probably
it
wouldn't mind the
sucks.
Jets.
I think they haven't been in the playoffs since then.
No, they haven't.
They stink.
Was that last time? Yeah, that was last time. Jesus. That's the
sucks,
Giants are much
bro.
better. They made it twice since then, the Giants.
It sucks. I mean, I feel for them a little bit.
Wow, when's the last time the Giants were in it?
The Giants were in the playoffs in 2016, and they won the Super Bowl. in
Jesus,
2011.
you don't think of it. I guess the years just go and you're just,
Time
yeah.
flies, just
Yeah,
like
the Giants haven't played like meaningful football in
Mahomes
very
is
long
gonna
time.
fly next weekend.
I think so.
Bills.
I'm bummed out.
They looked unprepared.
Yeah.
I think the moment might have got a little too big for them. The Chiefs, they came out hot, but after that, they just fell off the face of the
I
earth.
don't think Josh Allen was. I think he was scared.
Maybe the one was a little too big. That's okay. Listen, he's got a
I have
lot
one
of.
problem with Josh Allen, and it wasn't just.
You have a problem with Josh Allen?
No. I have.
It's okay. You could say it.
It wasn't just this weekend. You see it a lot. When he's about to get sacked,
He tries to make.
he's just holding that ball and going back and
Yeah, he tries to.
just trying to get rid of it.
You know what? To his defense, he had done it. He had done it a lot more. His first was his third year. Yeah, his third year. His first 2 years, he had done it a lot more. He really did curb it a lot this year. It reared its ugly head in the most important game of the year. It is tough, but
because not only that, it's not like he's tucking the ball. He's got it out. That thing could be a fumble.
You know,
six.
yeah. You know the problem is though, he makes so many plays getting away.
He does.
You don't want to stunt that either. So like, you don't want to take that away entirely and tell him like, hey, don't ever do it again, because some of the Bills' biggest play this year come from him breaking around the pocket and running and picking up 25 yards on 3rd and 12 or making a 45-yard throw down the sideline. Like, so you don't want to lose that kind of that level of creativity that he brings, you know, because that's part of like he's big, he's strong, he's athletic, you know, he gets around. People really underestimate how much of an athlete he is. You know,
he had a hell of a year.
He was spectacular this year.
Awesome.
You know what's crazy? So Gorshak is very big on the Josh Allen train. Right. He argues that Rodgers will win it. Says Allen
Gorshak's also a hardcore Bills fan, right?
Yes,
he is a Giants and Bills fan. He's a dual Giants and Bills fan.
That's a little suspect, but
he grew up really watching both because he grew up kind of upstate New York.
And how old is he?
He's off the top of my head.
He grew up around the time when they were going to the Super Bowl.
I think he's a little older than me, so he probably has some memories of wide right. I would assume.
Yeah.
We can ask him when we hopefully get him on the air. Yeah, I mean, you know, Buffalo had a really good year. Things are looking good for Buffalo and stuff like that. And, you know, I think the moment got a little too big for them. You know, they're up 9-0.
Right. I thought they were going to smoke them, to be honest.
What?
When they were up 9-0, I thought they were going to smoke
Here's my
them.
thing. Kansas City's been in that spot way too much to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, last year they were down 24-0, and they were up
Houston,
at halftime.
Bro. It's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. They were up. I think they were up like 31-0, 31-24.
Those early crazy leads like that are always like more like I never think they're safe.
With Kansas City?
Yeah, or a lot of NFL teams like those big like two-score leads.
It's 9-0, right? It's 9-0. They come out, they score a touchdown. You're up 2. If you don't score a touchdown, it's a one-possession game. They score a touchdown. It doesn't matter. Like, and listen, Kansas City's defense is solid.
They played much better than I've seen.
Well, great coordinator.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
Listen, Spagnuolo runs good defenses.
Spaggy, baby.
Runs good defenses.
You know who I love,
not
guys?
Offensive coach.
Who do you love, bro?
Artemi Panarin.
All right.
The breadman.
Did he just score? Is that why you're saying
I
that?
would hope so. If him say that. Spags. I mean, you know.
Speaking of Artemi, my man D.
He's gonna be on the show.
He also does a Daily Taco. Like and subscribe. You know, whatever. He's also doing a Ranger podcast with another friend of ours,
Coolidge.
George Coolidge.
So, like, the question is,
and we're very proud of him.
What can't D do? That's the question.
Is
he a Renaissance man?
There's probably a long list of things.
There's a long list.
We're
not going to get into them.
There's a long list of what you can't do.
This is a show of positivity and love.
Yeah, listen, if you like the Rangers and you like hockey, it's going to be 50-50, like Rangers news mostly, and then the other 50 is going to be broad NHL news, like the big stuff. Like,
and how it affects the Rangers.
Well, it's always going to come back to the Rangers, and it's called Artemi's Breadbasket. Why? Because I love Artemi Panarin.
Just so you guys know, and there's nothing wrong with this, my friend D is into men.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't say that.
Even
there's
if I did
wrong.
like cock.
I support it.
No, I'm saying, I don't like cocks particularly.
I support it.
I don't like the taste, but... Yeah, you should be able to support him.
I support it. I support it. Anything you need, let me know.
Bro.
You cited my dick. Super Bowl weekend. I mean, we're gonna have another show next week.
Yeah,
we could, repeat whatever we repeat today.
We can get more of the Super Bowl then.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'd rather do that one for next week.
Yeah, I'd rather.
We could do like a whole Super Bowl show. We could do like the Slick's box stuff.
Yeah.
Slick's over 2.5 passers, and then we could do.
Do you have that thing where you can see how much time's left?
Time's left?
Yutsuni?
35 minutes.
All right.
I mean, it's up to you guys. I'll do a
Yo,
short show. I don't
You
care.
think I'm scared? You don't think we can keep going?
I can keep going.
First off, that we just glazed over the fucking fact that Stafford, Watson, all those guys are
yeah,
going to be
you know
available.
what? Actually, all right.
Even
so-
Aaron
Yeah, you're
Rodgers.
right.
Where
Sorry.
could Aaron Rodgers go?
I don't think Rodgers goes. Stafford. So I read something.
Rodgers is coming in New York.
No. So I saw something today that kind of.
You heard it here first. He's going to the Jets.
Somebody posted and said there's not that much interest in Matthew Stafford, and then it says, "Oh, up to 10 teams have inquired." And I'm sitting there thinking like, yo,
That's quite a
30.
lot.
Okay, only 31 teams can inquire because the Lions are trying to trade him.
Yeah.
10 teams have asked. That means that almost 33% of the league has. And the other thing is, if you were to go through the rest of the league, how many teams actually need quarterbacks? Like to actually
I
need.
think I
good
saw a
quarterbacks?
thing where like 12 teams.
No, I mean like I'd say like 12 to 15 teams probably could use a new quarterback.
No, I think that's what they said.
Yeah,
12
okay.
teams.
If 12 to 15 teams need a new quarterback and 10 of them asked, you're like, okay, all right, the Bucks didn't call up to ask about Matthew Stafford.
That's a
All right,
ton
all
of
right.
fucking interest.
Like,
Yeah.
like I don't know. To me, a great fit for him. Two great fits. The best fits for him, especially at this point in his career. You know, he's 32. You don't want to go to a rebuilding situation.
Patriots?
Indianapolis. No, I want to say Patriots. Indianapolis. San Francisco.
Indianapolis is
Great fits for
definitely
him.
going for
Indy's
somebody.
a great fit. Listen, still a dome. Good offensive line. Good running game. Some decent weapons. Probably got to add a little more, but decent weapons.
I'm going to miss Phil.
Quality defense. I'm not gonna miss him. Quality defense. I don't care about Phil.
Come on. That guy's awesome, man. Not play-wise. He's just an awesome character, man.
Not a fan.
Why? Because he
He's
throws temper
freaking funny.
tantrums?
He's freaking funny.
No, he's not.
No?
Huge choke artist, by the way. Very underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated choke artist. As funny as that sounds, as amazing, like he almost doesn't get enough credit for how bad he gets in like big spots a lot. Like Phillip Rivers, like meltdowns, like notorious for meltdowns. He had some record. Gorshak will remember it too because me and him talked about it a lot. But he had some record that was like, I don't know. He has like the most failed opportunities to win a game,
Probably.
like something like that, something crazy like that. Like he had like 70 failed opportunities to come back and win a game or something like that, and like final drives or whatever it was. But yeah, I don't really care about Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, Stafford's an interesting one.
I love Indy for Stafford.
Indy's good. It's a dome too, so he's used to playing domes all his life. You know what I got to say about Stafford? Yeah, this guy, he didn't miss a game this year, right? I don't think he missed a game this year. Last year,
Sure he did.
No, I missed the game.
He missed the game this year.
Did he?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Week 5 or 6.
Maybe.
That's
Okay.
a total guess, but I know I missed the game.
Okay, last year he missed a bunch because he had a back problem. Anyway, whatever. Even if he didn't miss a game, at
I'm
the end of
gonna
the
bring that
season, right, week 16, he hurt his ankle, came out of the game, and he didn't play the rest of the game. That was when they played Tampa and they got trounced, right? This guy came out week 17 because he really, really insisted on playing, and he finished week 17 and literally a month later asked for a trade. So this guy literally went out there week 17, last game that he was ever going to play for them before he asked for a trade because he
Yeah.
wanted to come out and play.
Listen, if Watson wasn't available, I would.
Listen,
if the Jets should have been in
I
on
think
the
the Jets will
Stafford
be in
thing.
on Stafford too if they don't get
Yeah.
Watson. Yeah,
I mean, Watson, you got to get Watson.
Watson's the best quarterback
He
available.
missed week 5.
Week 5. Good call. Did you say week 5?
Yeah.
Good for you. What did he hurt?
I don't know. Knee, I want to say. That's another total guess.
I don't think you're that lucky.
Yo, look it up again.
Stafford week 5.
Either way though, but Stafford, tough dude.
Bro, 10 teams
player.
inquiring is a lot of interest.
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. And I'm reading it. I'm like, you said 10, not 1. So I think San Fran's a good fit for him too. Listen, to me, he's 32.
Were they going to just cut Garoppolo?
They'd probably just trade him back to New England.
New England? Oh, New England too, bro. You got to assume New England's probably gunning too for Stafford.
Yes, here's the thing with New England. They're going to get a lot of guys back from
COVID sit out.
COVID sit out, so I'm sure that'll kind of factor in. But I don't know how good New England is. Like, if you're Stafford, right? Like, you haven't really competed your entire career. Like,
Right.
He had a couple of decent teams. 2014, they actually had a really good team, and they lost a close game to the Cowboys. Questionable call, whatever. But outside of that, they didn't really have a lot of teams that really could contend around him. And look, he's not the kind of guy who's gonna carry you. Like, you have
Right.
everything bad and like prime Aaron Rodgers or prime Tom Brady, you're still going to win 11 games with him. He's
Yeah.
not that kind of guy. But if you're a San Francisco, a team that Listen, think about it. San Fran last year was healthy. They went to the Super Bowl. Their quarterback threw 8 passes in the championship game.
Holy smokes.
Like, think about that. He threw 8 passes in the championship game.
Yeah, so I mean, he's the
your
right.
run game was so dominant. Your defense was so dominant, it didn't even matter.
Who is this again?
San Fran last year. The championship game, Jimmy Garoppolo threw 8 passes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because Raheem Mostert ran for like 230 yards.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
So, but the thing is, like, if you go to a team like that can run the ball effectively. Oh, and Shanahan's a great play caller too, and they got weapons. And stuff
San
like that.
Fran was just beat up this year.
San Fran had a really weird year. San Fran was better than their record showed. They struggled because they had a carousel of quarterbacks. Like
they were beat up.
They had a lot of injuries too. It wasn't just that quarterback.
Yeah, they were beat
They
up.
were losing running backs every week.
They
and
lost
wide
their
receivers
home.
were- Yeah, Kittle was banged up.
Yeah.
Who else needs to run a quarterback?
Who else needs a quarterback?
Washington.
Giants.
Washington could use a quarterback. Washington's not a bad for either. I actually like Washington to get a quarterback.
Do you think that guy Heineke's going to be any good next
I mean,
year?
whatever. He probably played himself into having a backup. He's not a starter. That guy's not going to start.
Yeah, but he probably played himself into getting $10 million over his career.
Over his career, I mean.
Yeah, if he could play, he's young, right? He's not that old.
Yeah.
So let's say he gets seven years as a backup.
Yeah, whatever. No, I'm not knocking the guy. I'm just saying, like, I don't think anybody's going to go into the season with Tyler.
I'd rather be a
Heineke.
backup than a starter.
No, that's what I said. He's just going to be a backup. He's going to make $10 million
it's the
over
best
his
job to
career.
have.
He's just kicking it.
Yeah. Right.
I actually said I made like a kind of a long post about this, but to me, Washington would be a great fit for Watson if he wanted to go, which I don't think he does. But think about it: top 5 defense, they already have it in, and they got some offensive weapons. Like even their first rounders, right? Their first rounder this year is I think 19. You start giving up your first round picks for the next 3 years. You give up 19. You have an elite quarterback and an elite defense. What are your picks going to be? 23, 24?
You consider Watson
25?
elite?
I mean,
He's good, dude.
Yeah, I mean he's up there. If he's not, he's a tier right below, and he's got the ability to be elite. Like
Okay. No,
'Cause, I
because
mean-
what makes you elite? Winning?
Because I had a discussion with a
Right.
bunch of my buddies that I play Call of Duty with. By the way, I'm fucking not good at that game.
I
We
just
were
started
talking
playing
about
it today.
who would you
Build a team.
who would
with?
you? Yeah, no, we got into that, but it was basically who are your top 3 quarterbacks right now,
right now?
and would you put Watson on your top 3 quarterbacks right now?
Mahomes won.
Mahomes is the king of the
Mahomes
hill.
won. He's king of the hill.
It's I mean, listen, me personally, mine was Mahomes, Rodgers, and at the time of the discussion, Josh Allen.
Are you saying for like one game or like a
Yeah,
guy?
No, to build. No,
Like you're starting
no.
a franchise. Which
Start a
quarterback would you
franchise.
pick?
Who
Okay.
you?
I mean,
So I'm not
Aaron
gonna say-
Rodgers is 37, dude.
Right, but if you can get 3-4 elite years out of him, it might not be worth it.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Depends on what you think. I mean, maybe not. It might not be. I'm not saying
still
you gotta
slinging
take
it,
him, but
bro. I'm sorry.
what?
He's still slinging it.
Yeah, no, but you want to build a franchise, right? So you think of 10 years.
I'll make a point to you. Tom Brady's 43.
Yeah.
He looks like trash.
I mean, he's in a Super Bowl. He look like
I mean,
trash.
the team is
Like-
very good. He looked like
No, the team is
absolute
very good.
shit.
Listen, listen,
In the playoffs, he looked like shit.
It wasn't as great as. Listen, he hasn't been spectacular in the playoffs. So far from, but like it's not bad either. Like
No,
he made enough throws.
he's a serviceable guy. I mean,
Right? Yeah.
He's like LeBron, right?
Okay.
I mean,
No,
no,
I wouldn't go
no,
that far.
LeBron's
no,
dominant.
no. I took that back. I'm sorry.
Rewind.
LeBron's actually putting fucking up numbers, but we'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But I mean, if I had to pick him right now, I'd probably go Mahomes
Mahomes.
1,
Yeah.
Rodgers 2, Watson, Wilson, Allen probably in the mix 3. I'd probably go Watson right now. I like Watson a lot.
I think I'm with you on Watson. Yeah, he's definitely
I mean,
there.
it's more of a. I really like
arguable.
Watson.
Yeah,
Like,
just, you know.
I could see, like, you know what my thing is? After 1 and 2, I could see taking Josh Allen 3. I could see Wilson.
yeah, it's
3.
arguable. It's totally
Yeah, like
debatable.
it's kind of like I
Again, this
probably
was like
take
a month
Watson.
ago. You
What?
know. Again, I said this conversation I had was a month ago, and I saw fucking.
I'd
but
probably
I even
take
feel
Watson.
like even a month ago, it would probably be pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
And think about it, Watson's not even on a good team. Like,
Yeah.
if his team was good and he was in the playoffs, like
Last year.
he'd be like fighting probably for 2 with
You know,
Aaron
they weren't
Rodgers.
even that good last year. That's
They
the funny
weren't.
part. I mean, they got the second round, but they weren't spectacular last year. And he put up some crazy numbers this year.
He did. They just
I mean, look,
kept
was
losing.
it helped by the fact that they were always down? Yeah, so you always got to take that into account.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah, they were just airing it out.
listen, at worst,
Not airing it, but
I mean, yeah,
right,
they
he
were
was still-
essentially.
right, yeah.
And they used David Johnson in Week 16, helped me a lot. But I mean, Watson, I would argue at worst he's a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
I
worst.
agree.
And listen,
I mean,
listen. Here's my thing.
I
Like,
guess
a lot
Wilson,
of people like
Wilson, Watson.
you know
Wilson's
what, Wilson,
stretch, streaky.
he's streaky. I think Wilson's really good. Sometimes they rely on him a lot, and he does a lot for them. And then other times he just kind of
Looks like shit.
like
Just disappears.
like it's not even like just like they
Doesn't
they
care.
don't move the ball. They don't this.
I don't think he doesn't care. I mean,
No, I think he definitely cares. I think he's definitely something that cares. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Care
was
about
for
me.
Watson. Like you're looking at Watson. I don't know how old he is. He's got to be 24.
Who,
Maybe.
Watson?
Yeah, he's gonna be maybe
Yeah,
24 years
he's
old,
like
something like that.
25, 26.
He is 24, 25, whatever it is. I would give up 3 first rounders for that guy.
me too.
Yeah, I mean, like, yo, you're getting a
Me too.
quarterback for 7 years. You're getting like top level.
I mean,
top
yo, look
5
at the
quarterback
Final
play.
Four this year,
He's
right?
25.
25. Yeah.
Who were the Final Four quarterbacks this year? All
Two young
pretty
guys,
decent quarterbacks.
two
Except for
youngins.
Tom Brady.
I mean, listen, I'm gonna put him
Two
in.
youngins, two old
what's
guys.
Tom Brady? Top 10 this year?
Yeah,
Top 5, let's say,
he's
because he had a good season.
He finished 5th in passing yards.
Yeah, so
which he had to for his bonus.
you need a good quarterback to win in this league,
Yeah, listen.
at least consistently.
Right. I mean, look,
Yeah,
winning with
I mean-
Trent Dilfer is few and far between.
Right.
It's not an easy thing to do. Joe Flacco. But you know what? Like,
Eli.
even Joe Flacco, hey. Even Joe Flacco, though. No. Listen, Joe Flacco was great in that run.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
spectacular in that run. Like, he didn't get carried in that run.
Right.
He was as contributing a member of that team as anybody else was.
Yo, for the record,
I remember when
these fucking
after
chairs.
he stood a long time, yeah, that's
stink.
rough. So like, I remember when Peyton Manning finally won against the Bears, that playoff run, he was not good.
When he finally won against no.
His first Super Bowl.
He wasn't. He
The
was
playoff
streaky.
run.
The first 2 games was meh.
Right, I'm
The
very
third
mad.
game,
Their
he was-
defense carried him for the playoffs because the defense was not good during the season. I remember this like so vividly.
So the defense was really bad against a run that year.
But
I
they
think
have
it was
what's
the
his
worst run
face,
defense
the
in football.
guy who always got
And
hurt
they
at that
played,
safety. What's
Bob
his name?
Sanders.
Yeah.
Bobby Sanders. Yeah. They played Larry Johnson in the first round.
Yeah.
But they shut
They
him
shut
down.
him
They shut
down,
Yeah,
dude.
they shut him down. And then the second round was they beat the Ravens on the road.
Yeah.
15-6.
So like,
Yeah.
and that was Tom. That
You
was
know why I remember
Peyton
that?
fucking Peyton.
That was
Lost money on
Vinatieri's
it.
first year there. I think his first year there. And they were up 12-6, got into field goal range, and they kicked the field goal to put them up 9, which basically ended the game. And I remember Tony Dungy saying, like, money. Because the year before, Vanderjack missed a pretty, makeable field goal
Right.
to send him to OT, and, like, they finally got a kick at the line. Listen, championship game, I think he threw for, like, 400 yards, though, in the championship game.
Did he?
Yeah, it was against the Patriots.
The
They were
NFC.
down
Oh
like
yeah,
20,
that
they
was
were down
yeah.
like 21-6.
The Super Bowl against the
Bears.
Bears, he didn't play great. Rex Grossman,
No, he
stud.
played good enough to win, though. I mean, like,
Yeah, I mean, he got the MVP,
Listen,
but like
you could argue that he didn't deserve the MVP. I know
right.
I had a good game.
It wasn't
But-
like a painting game.
No, it wasn't. But
No.
keep in mind, though, like, all right, they missed an extra point. That's why they won 29-17 the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing probably the second or third best defense
You
in
guys
the
got
league.
good
Yeah.
fucking memory, bro.
Yeah,
Well, I remember that
I'm just trying to
specifically
fuck you
because that was like
talk
when
about it.
They put up 30 against
Peyton was like
elite defense.
God level Peyton.
Yeah,
like
you know
those
what, though?
those like 7-8 years. He was.
You know what it was about that, though, to me? Like, he had been so good for so long, and, like, nothing around him was ever adequate enough. And finally, like, he didn't
D
play to
stunk
that level. Yeah,
a while.
Like, what do you mean he
Their
stunk for?
defense.
Yeah, the defense wasn't good. Like, and he finally got to a level where, like, the rest of the team just played well enough
Right.
in other factors.
Yeah.
Like, even the championship game they won 38-34. Like, they gave up 34 points. Like, it's not
Right.
like, it's not like
Yeah.
you didn't play spectacular. Super Bowl, they gave up 17, but one of them was a kick return. So they really gave up 10 points. So,
Yeah.
all right, that's a really good performance out of your defense, which is great, finally. But, like, all right, Peyton put up 30, basically. Like, your offense puts up 30 points. You should win more games.
Right.
than
You
lose,
need to, especially
like,
if you're a fucking playoff team, like a
listen,
perennial
he
winner.
ran into the Belichick
Right.
the Patriots dynasty early, made it hard on
That
them.
dynasty was good, man.
That dynasty was good.
That dynasty was fucking good.
Yeah, it was, and it just, I don't know. His playoff career is always weird. Even Rodgers, like, if you look at all his playoff losses,
Yeah.
bro, in all his playoff losses, this is some stat I had found a while ago. This is playoff losses, like, basically he's lost 4 championship games in a row now, right?
That
This
is
the first one?
crazy.
Yeah, he's lost 4 championship games in a row. In those 4 championship games, I think his defense has given up something like 31, 28, 43, and like 31 again. Like,
That's not good.
I mean,
That's
like,
not
all right, listen, all right. If he's putting up 12 points,
I'm not a
it
big
doesn't matter.
math guy, but that's not good.
No, yeah. For those scoring at home, not good.
No.
Like, all right,
You
whatever.
could write
It
it
is-
down and add it up, but it's not good.
Yeah, but like, and I mean, like the games he lost. I can tell you off the top of my head the games he lost. He lost to the Falcons when Julio Jones went bananas. He had like 300 yards receiving. The guy who was chasing him, I don't think he's ever been in the NFL ever again. I would hope not. Ladarius Gunter was his name. All right, last year they lost in the championship game. The quarterback threw 8 passes because the running game stampeded them. Like, what other game was it? This
I
year.
lost
whatever.
money on that game too
Which one?
last year.
San Fran. 49ers,
Yeah.
you had Green Bay.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You gotta stop betting in the championship game, I guess.
Dude, everyone bets Green Bay.
Oh, and the other one that he lost was the Seattle one. With the fucking onside kick.
Mink ya.
Yo, get the ball. That's all
I
you
think
had
I
to do.
probably lost money on that
I'm sure
too.
you did, yeah. I mean, like, whatever. Listen,
Guys, don't gamble. It's not good. I mean, we don't really gamble. We're just, we dabble.
Do you want to
Like,
do? Do you want to do like a pick, like a weird wild card pick, like a basketball pick or something, gambling wise?
we just told them not to gamble.
Yeah, but also gamble.
We don't gamble. I don't. I stopped. I'm done
Yeah.
on sports.
I'm done.
On
I'm
sports.
finished.
Moving
on.
I mean, I want to get to a little basketball.
Let's do it.
What do you got, babe?
I'll talk a little Knicks. I mean, we are Knicks fans.
Did you see LeBron get mad at the guy who cheered against him a little too much?
Yes,
went
and then
like 20
dropped
in
for
the
21
fourth?
points in the
No,
fourth.
I didn't
yeah.
see that.
So,
Go ahead, Tom.
sorry, one of the there was like a Cleveland manager or whatever. He was sitting on the baseline, on the sideline. Sorry, and LeBron missed like the third quarter buzzer beater, and like he was clapping about it and stuff like that.
LeBron
or
literally looked
whatever.
at him and
Like
he just,
clapping.
Yeah,
at
like
LeBron's
yeah,
face.
like
he was
nice.
a little too enthusiastic
Yeah.
about how
He-
so
LeBron
looked at him and
LeBron
just kind of
turns
said
around. He's like,
Okay.
all right,
and he put up
motherfucker.
21 in the fourth.
Did he know him? I guess from like.
Yeah, he remembers him from when he was
Right,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, all right, motherfucker, I got you, and
But,
dropped
like,
21.
Coward said, he goes, you see that? He goes, that guy's not leaving anytime soon.
No.
Who's the most disappointing player this year in the NBA?
The most disappointing
Ben
player.
Simmons is up there. Ben Simmons is
Yeah, he's. I think. What is he averaging? 10 points a game?
it's rough. though.
Again, not a math guy, but that doesn't sound like a lot.
No, it's not a lot. No. Ben Simmons, yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, Simmons is up there.
I mean,
I don't know who else I would put
What team is overperforming?
overperforming.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
Knicks
Cleveland
do well,
Cavaliers.
The Cavs, Colin Sexton, huh?
Yeah, that
Big
kid
sexy.
that kid's doing work.
Yeah, he's
Beat the Nets a couple of times.
He came to the NBA and he couldn't shoot either. He shot
Yeah.
50% from three now.
Yeah, he did.
crazy.
Bro,
That's like
yeah.
insane.
50% is nuts.
Yeah.
It's way above the
That's
average.
Derek Harper numbers.
You know what team is overrated?
Shout out Derek Harper.
You know what team is overrated?
The Nets?
The Brooklyn Nets.
You're such a hater, though.
I'm not a hater though, bro. They can't play defense.
You are, yeah, I
They don't
know.
play
They even said when they got Harden that, okay, they're going to have to score 150 points a game because the other
Bro.
team they're versing is going to be scoring 140.
I'm sorry, but they're not. That
Listen,
bet I made with Nick, it's not even happening.
Are
'cause they're
you
not-
biased? Are you biased?
Bro, no. I watched them and I'm looking. I'm like, there's no way this team's
You know,
going
listen,
to the
here's
championship.
the thing. They don't play defense and they really have no interior presence at all.
Bro,
That's a problem.
it's literally
Now,
it's
can-
James
can-
Harden, Irving, and
Now,
what's
listen,
his name?
to be
dropping
fair,
for 90
can they
total.
still outscore everybody they play? Absolutely.
Yeah. All
And
right.
the only thing is, though, it's hard to do that. Like,
Every night.
it's hard
Right.
to do that every night. Like,
All right,
even-
they're not
even-
gonna do it every
Even
night.
the Warriors, like when they were like blowing people apart, the Warriors played defense though. Like,
Guy,
they-
the
Warriors
Warriors
aren't
also
defending.
had a coach.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying though is Steve Kerr.
Who's the
whatever.
coach?
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
No. Brooklyn.
Steve Nash.
That's awesome.
It's a battle
Who gave
of
him
He's got-
that kid?
He's got Steve Nash. His assistants are
Mike D'Antoni.
Mike D'Antoni and Amari Stoudemire. I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure he's
God,
on
are
that.
you kidding me?
Steve
Yeah, I swear to God.
Mike D'Antoni doesn't even
Mike
know what
D'Antoni.
defense is.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He has no, and he's back with Harden
I
too.
did hear one
I
thing,
just
which I
totally
don't
forgot
really
about
get. Yeah, that's weird too, right? They talked about Andre Drummond getting bought out.
Yeah, so they
and
could
possibly
trade him.
sign him with
to
no,
the-
possibly.
and
But my
sign
thing
him
is
with the-
like I've heard it here and there. Oh, the Cavs are like the 7th seed, and he's playing well. Why would they just get rid of it? Like his contract's up at the end of the year. They're not saving any money.
Yeah,
like what's the keep him? And the thing is like they're saying it because they got Jared Allen and like,
Jared Allen's good.
Maybe they're
Okay,
trying to get
that-
some kind
that
of
was-
pieces back.
honestly,
let Andre Drummond walk.
guy, the Nets would have been fine without James Harden.
Well, yeah, the East stinks.
No, it's not that. Jared Allen's
Also,
yo, that
like the
kid's good,
Drummond
bro. He
thing,
plays
I understand why. Like he's got a year left. You said.
Yeah.
like try and get some kind of asset
But
back.
that's the thing, though.
Maybe.
If you buy him out, you're not getting any assets for him.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, so if you trade him to get bought out,
you're not
No,
trading.
no,
him.
you
You're
just buy
basically
him out.
Releasing
You just
him.
they
release him
can't
out.
trade him. You don't think?
No, you can, but I mean, he's making like $22 million, and you got to trade equal salary usually.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy to offload
No.
him.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. But like, my thing is like, look, if you want to trade him, I got no problem with trading him because you're trying to get a value for him, whatever.
But he's got a year left. Why are they trying to buy him out? Let him just play.
That's what I'm saying. So usually you do buyouts on like teams that are like 2-30 or something like that. Like he's not here. There's no
I
point in
mean,
him
let's
being
be
here.
honest. The Cavs ain't making the playoffs.
I mean, they might,
No, they're
man.
not.
Why not?
No, they're
Why not?
Neither the Knicks.
What?
Actually,
Why?
that's
No, but my thing is the bottom of the bottom 8, the bottom 6 and 12 teams in the East are they that good that you can't see one of those teams making the playoffs.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like I'm not even arguing that the teams
You
are
know
good.
who's god awful?
Who?
The Washington Wizards.
They're bad.
They're really bad, bro.
Russell Westbrook is not such a like.
I don't
So-
think he wants to
so
be there. I don't think he
athletically
wants to be
gifted.
there.
Nah,
Does he want to be anywhere?
I don't
This
think
guy?
so. I don't know. At this point in his career, I don't know what he wants anymore.
Did you see the thing? It said he had 163 points on 163
that's
shots.
Yeah,
horrible
that's
efficiency.
That's Iverson numbers.
Yeah. Another
Oh,
guy
that
who's
fucking
worse.
40
Bradley
points,
Beal's
40
putting
shots.
up crazy numbers,
I
and
feel
they
bad for
can't
Beal.
win. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
I
too.
feel bad for Beal.
Get that guy out of there.
Yeah, they got.
Please.
I mean, you know
Get
what
him
it is?
out of
Though?
there.
Get him out of there. Like, what are you gonna get? Like,
Get some
don't know.
picks, bro. What are you gonna do? What do you got to trade him for picks? What are you gonna trade him for, guys?
trade him.
Nobody
No,
wants
trade
to go.
him to Houston and get the Nets picks for Harden.
Listen, the Nets shouldn't have traded Leverts and
I mean, good thing they did for Levert. He had the.
well, yeah. Sorry, he's coming back though.
No, I'm saying like they wouldn't.
Oh, good for
Levert,
Levert, right? Yeah,
Thank
Thank God for him, right?
But I mean, I know a couple of Nets fans who really weren't thrilled with the trade.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah, but they're gonna shut their mouths if they win this
they're
championship.
not. Though,
I mean, listen,
bro.
you look,
They're
but-
not.
I'm saying if Malaka, okay, they're definitely top 3 team in this fucking league, right? I'm not I'm not a math expert.
in the East, they're definitely top.
Yeah,
15.
in the East,
are
no, not in the league.
They're not gonna get to the championship.
Nope,
the finals.
Yeah,
I don't.
I
Think
mean,
so.
look, honestly, I'd probably
are
make
they
them,
not the
look,
favorites?
I'd probably make them the favorites in the East, but
they are the favorites.
yeah, no, they deserve to be. I mean, they have. Listen, they have a lot of talent.
So
The
you
top
got
three,
a
like-
fighter's chance, and you're fucking mortgaging your fucking future for the next 2-3 years.
Right. I mean, look, you kind of
4
have to
years.
At this point. Like, listen, Durant's in the second year of his deal. I think he's got an opt out after this year.
I think.
I think he does.
Speaking of Durant,
He was great.
I'm thinking of. I saw somebody drop 20 grand. Obviously, not talking these numbers. I saw
How many
somebody,
units are we talking here? Give me. Throw
I saw
units
somebody
out at me.
drop 20 grand on LeBron to win the MVP this year.
I don't think LeBron's gonna win it.
I kind of like. I kind of want to put money on.
Who's gonna win it? Who's like the favorite?
So it's LeBron and
Embiid's
and
up there.
Doncic are tied right now.
Who's
LeBron-
that? That's the
Doncic?
Croatian?
The
Yes,
Euro, yeah.
the Euro guy. They're tied right now, and then you got Embiid, who's actually having a good fucking year.
Yeah, he is having a great year.
Who else is up there? Durant's up there.
Durant's
Putting up numbers, bro. He's putting up 30 points
He's
a
gonna-
game,
he's gonna be like-
7
he's gonna be-
rebounds a game,
he
5
looks like the
assists a
second guy to
game,
come
bro.
back from,
He's
like,
putting
a
up
legitimate,
legit numbers.
bad
Yeah, after
injury.
a fucking injury like that, that's why I would, I'd probably go with him for the
comeback player. I mean, the comeback player of the year.
no, for the MVP.
You know who's a stud?
Panarin.
Yes, but another person,
That's not where he was going with
Jimmer Fredette.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. How many points? 70 points? he dropped?
70.
78 and 9.
Plays for the Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the perfect place for him, honestly.
Yeah,
Probably fucking hates
he
it.
played on Panatha
Did he?
for a little. Yeah.
He
Oh, that's
fucking
right,
he's gotta fucking hate it. He's probably dying to come back to America.
You think so?
I mean, listen, bro. I'm sure he's got a better life than most Chinese people, but he's in China and he's a white kid.
I mean, you know what though? Here's what I say about these guys that go like international and they play ball. Like, you love playing. If you love playing basketball, you really, really love playing basketball, and you can go play professionally somewhere and make. That's gotta be making decent coin.
I looked it up. Like last year. I
What's
think
he
he's making like 2 million or 1.8 mil.
You make $1.8 million.
No,
And you know what?
I mean, I'm gonna go there.
Not
Sure.
you, but, like even if you were Jimmer for that, you're not gonna go there and play.
Of course, you're gonna go there. You
The
got to make
season's
money.
shorter, and also I'm not totally sure, but a lot of these contracts they're basically straight. Like, okay, that's your cash, but then
Yeah,
they also
it's-
set you up with like, apartments
yeah.
or like a house. Or
Yeah,
like
the
whatever,
amenities are probably sick.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, okay, you only make 1.2, but you're also taken care of in every other way too. So you're not spending any money out of pocket
Right.
for that.
There's a
kind of stuff,
guy, his name is Donnie, Wonton Don from Barstool. Awesome guy. He fucking lived in China for like 7 years. And he would go to the Shanghai Sharks game. He interviewed Jimmy Fredette, like 10 out of 10 content. This guy is the man. I know I shouldn't plug Barstool because they don't really need it.
Yeah.
But it's called the Wonton Don. He came back because of coronavirus, but before that, he's got like a ton of shit where he's at the Shanghai Sharks games, just getting blitzed. It's the fucking
What's
best.
his name play? Steph play?
What?
Shanghai Sharks?
Beijing, I think.
Beijing.
And he has a video where he's talking shit to Stephon Marbury. And I think Stephon Marbury, like from the court, said, "Shut the fuck up!" Like
They built the fucking trophy. Statue of him. That's pretty cool. Back to the NBA MVP odds.
Oh, what do you got there?
LeBron's at 5-1. Luka's 5.5-1. Joel Embiid 6-1. Durant 6.5-1. Jokic 6.5-1.
LeBron's favored.
Giannis 9.5-1.
I'll be honest with you. I think they don't want to give another one to LeBron. You know why, right?
Because he is the MVP.
No, but you know why they don't want to give him another one, right?
Why?
Because it ties Jordan.
You think so?
You think they would get like?
I do, yeah. Because think about it. Like you're telling me, LeBron really hasn't been an MVP caliber player.
He should have won it last year.
Come on, bro. Like that's
Who's,
what I'm saying. Yanni won it last year.
Yanni.
Who? No, not that. Who decides? The writers?
Yeah, right. The NBA writers. Yeah.
Are there like they still got these old fucking Jordan? I mean, they have to. Yeah, there's got to be
These
a
guys
Jordan
been- these guys
lovers.
been voting for
Yeah,
20 years.
I mean, he should have won it last year and probably
baseball
the year
and
before.
like
Like,
weird.
he-
You want to hear this weird baseball news? Because we're talking Hall of
Yeah.
Fame. You see, like none of the guys got in.
Yeah. Yeah, they-
Come on, bro. It's a steroid era. It is what it is. Everybody was
Yeah,
juicing.
baseball
didn't see
guys are a
it.
bunch of losers.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
They're such
Baseball
pussies,
voters are
bro.
a bunch of-
Baseball
I
writers.
hate so many things about the Hall of Fame. Like listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't like Barry Bonds.
But he's
The fact that he's not in, like, I just like it because
Clemens too, dude.
But like, Barry Bonds was a Hall of Fame player before he ever started taking roids. I guess.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here?
And dude, it's the steroid era. It's what it is. For those
Yeah.
20-25 years,
Yeah,
people
like,
were sauced
like you
up.
see all the guys on the ballot election next year. It's like A-Rod, Ortiz. And what do we do? We keep all these guys out.
Mark McGuire's not in either. He gets like no votes.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, whatever. Even to this day, they started doing that whole like nobody had ever gotten 100% of the votes. Nobody.
Yeah, no, because you always had like local guys. Let's say like
Yeah.
Mariano Rivera should probably get 100% of the
I think
votes.
he was the first person. That
Did he get the
yeah, he was
100%?
first
Wow.
person.
Okay, so like pick another guy who's like a surefire. Everyone who's like not
Babe Ruth
biased.
didn't get 100% of the votes.
Yeah, like you go to the Boston Red Sox, they're gonna be
listen,
like, nah, fuck it.
Here's my thing. Like part of their argument was, well, I'm not gonna vote for Ruth if I want to get somebody else who that needs my help more. So I kind of get it from that angle. I just don't like it though. Like on your ballot, you're supposed to vote for the guys who you think are the most deserving.
Right.
I don't care what anybody else is voting for. Like if it's the three of us and we have a ballot and we all think LeBron should get the MVP, we should put LeBron 1. We should
Right.
put LeBron. All right, I'll put 1, you'll put 1, and you'll put him at 2 because you want.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's stupid.
Alfred Payton to get an MVP vote. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. Like, it's stupid. Like, so yeah, I'm not really into.
I mean, listen, MLB and the way baseball operates, just in general, is so antiquated, so old school. Like the way they don't
there's
let,
so much about baseball.
like, dude, they don't let like when you want to show highlights on Twitter or Instagram or something, they claim it and take it down. Like, so they're super tight ass with giving out their copyright stuff to try
bunch
and
of
grow the
losers.
game, bro. It's and
I
like
don't
that's
get
just
it.
like
Go
a
home.
number.
Go home.
There's like so many other reasons
Baseball's
why
gonna
they're
be dead in
terrible and they
fucking
don't
10
grow the
years.
game. They're fucking idiots.
They're so dumb too.
be
Like
dead in
even,
10 years.
even what's his name? Colin Cowherd talks about it. He goes, you should be marketing your stars. He goes, Mike Trout can walk into into a Wawa's in New Jersey. Nobody's gonna know who he is, and he's from New Jersey. Like,
Right.
what are you
100%.
marketing at this point? Like, at least Jeter was like known.
Yeah,
Jeter
Jeter
was
was
more
banging
marketing,
Mariah Carey.
Right,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But a lot of that was basically because of what Jeter was doing, not because of what baseball was
Right.
doing.
Right.
To market
Right.
Jeter, like, so yeah. But like with LeBron, I do think because my thing is like LeBron won MVP. I think 9, 10, 12, and 13. You're telling me since 2014, LeBron
He's
James
been-
wasn't MVP
Yeah.
MVP
He's
one
been.
year. He's basically
been.
played every single
Probably
season.
every year, but
Yeah,
right.
right. Okay, and I'm not even arguing he should win it every single.
Well, maybe
year,
he's
but, like,
he's arguable for probably every
Right,
year.
right,
I'm
that's what
alright,
I'm saying.
fine, but,
He's
like,
in the mix,
Here's the
definitely.
thing.
Listen,
Jordan had 5. Jordan should have had more than 5. Like the idea that Jordan
Probably
had
doing
5
the same thing.
was
They
stupid.
did the same thing.
Yeah, right. But like, okay,
Give him the fucking 5th,
yeah, and like
Or
I
maybe
do
even the 6th.
think I what?
or even the 6th.
Right. Yeah, I do think that factors in. You know what the other problem is? They wanted to give it to Westbrook that 1 year because he had the triple double, even though they're like the 7th seed, and he was like stat padding the whole year. Stupid. And then because they did it then they had to give it to Harden the next year because Harden deserved one.
Yeah, yeah.
And what you did was you kicked the bucket
That
so far
fat
down the
fuck
line.
doesn't deserve
LeBron's 36, 37 years old,
And
he's
he's
still
putting up-
the best player in the NBA, which is
crazy.
insane.
Dude, I've seen like
crazy.
highlights. He just doesn't look like he's lost a step.
Nope.
No, I mean,
No.
like, listen, I'll be honest. If you watch 40 minutes of him, you could see he's like
A little bit.
He's a little slower. He's a little, but
whatever.
like if you're watching highlights, like,
Still dominant.
That's the thing, like him losing a half a step from what he was still makes him probably the best player in the
Yeah.
NBA. Like,
Yeah.
if not, he's top 3 still.
Speaking of goats, did you guys catch the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO?
I did not. I
No.
didn't watch it.
Watch it. Excellent.
Do they
What's
have
it
any
about?
videos of his?
It's about him becoming a fucking stud and a maniac, basically.
They talk about like his fucking and sucking.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Do they have
it's
videos of
two-part. No.
What porn star did he bang?
Two-part. Listen.
I don't know.
Was it Jocelyn James?
He's banging that
I think
late.
so.
That
was
late
a
socialite
yeah,
girl.
I fell asleep with the last probably 20 minutes of it.
Oh, so it's
I'll
really
go
good.
watch the
huh?
last
is
20
that-
minutes, and we can compare
Listen,
notes.
I watched up until the Vegas stuff,
Can I ask you something?
which was awesome.
How do you recommend it and you passed out?
Listen, I said
How
it passed
long
on the
is
last. It's two-part.
So it's like
An hour
So,
each.
At the
2
very
hours.
least, we can argue that the first part is fantastic. Deep.
Listen, the first part's about
Him
him
growing up.
growing
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and
right.
and
his dad being a maniac.
his dad being a maniac and him becoming a.
Did his
fucking-
dad beat his mom?
No,
or was
they
that
didn't-
the
no,
Jackson 5?
No, he didn't beat his mom. He was cheating on his mom. I mean, he was a fucking womanizer.
Didn't fall far from the tree.
No,
this guy,
it didn't.
supposedly
He fell right
Tiger was
under the
just
tree.
fucking broads. Like
I
he was
mean,
just like
listen,
all
bro,
over
he
ass.
missed out on his
Childhood. And his
whole
youth,
fucking up
Not even
until
just childhood,
20
but
something
like even
years
like
old.
his early
Everything, bro.
Yeah,
They
he missed
wouldn't
out
let
on a
him.
lot, yeah.
They would only let him do golf. That's it. He had a girlfriend. They made him break up with her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just
Wow,
strictly
that's like
golf.
should
Watch
be
it.
that should be child abuse.
Watch it.
I mean,
it's
you know what it
pretty
is
good, man.
in some ultimate way. It really kind of is because you're not really giving your kid any joy. Like
Right.
And I mean, like, you're making him
I mean, the
so
kid
obsessed
started
with-
playing golf. when
Also,
he
you
was
know he's a
18 months.
fucking jammer too.
I mean,
He
now,
loves the Bills.
Yeah. Well.
You remember that mugshot when he crashed? Jesus,
Yeah.
he was a fucking jammer.
Put it on.
Funny
It's
story
pretty awesome.
about the porn star that he was with, Jocelyn James. I only know her from there. Not really familiar with any of her actual work. Yeah, never
Interesting.
really. Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up.
yeah.
Look
I was
her
at
work up.
Huh?
I'm gonna look her work up tonight.
For research for the show.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get back to you
research-
next week about
I'm
it.
gonna research it. Let's see if it's good enough for us to talk about.
For us to
obviously. No, guys, I'm married, guys. Come on.
Rangers have a big penalty kill. They got to kill right here.
Nobody cares about hockey
sure
right
somebody
now.
They didn't kill it
Right now.
Fucking cocksucker.
And the Rangers stink.
Bitch, fuck.
The Rangers stink, guys.
What a fucking bunch of
Thanks for
fucking
listening.
jabronis.
Next week, we will be talking Super Bowl.
Big game. The big game.
The big
episode
game.
next week. Yeah.
It kind of sucks that it's not going to be any Super Bowl parties. this
No,
year.
it does suck. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the game. Do me a favor, okay? Like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, we will get this video out. So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any other audio platforms,
That we don't know about.
rate 5 stars, subscribe there too. And the absolute best thing you could do for us, if you really want to support, we're not asking for money because, don't worry, that'll come. But we're not asking for money right now. What we need you to do is share it. Whether you share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you
Even
scream
if
it
you
from,
don't like it.
if you scream it from the rooftops, do what you can to share it. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that a good plug?
I think that was a good plug. Oh, and watch the Daily Taco. I mean,
No, that's fine. Yeah, if you like liberal cuck
good
shit,
stuff.
hit me up.
It's good stuff. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. It's good. He's my friend. I like him, and he likes men. Bye.